Good afternoon. I've got another easy job to do. I thought I'll show you. Mother-in-law's just come down from north. Over 300 miles she's travelled, and they went out yesterday and we got no drive, and it's a Honda Jazz. So we all know what that means when the mother-in-law comes down, don't we? Nah, she's not that bad, trust me. I could have had worse. So they went out yesterday. They had to push the car back, which was about 400 yards, and as I say, there was no drive, engine run, had a weird wonderful noise, and this is quite a common problem on these, I think. And all she'd done is someone pulled out in front of her, and she hit the brakes, and this is what's happened, and this is why it doesn't go anywhere. And you can have a look. What you've got, I think this bit here is meant to fit in this bit here, but I think this rubber damper, what it does is it holds the water and it ends up rusting it out. But it's a nice clean brake. Oh, there it is, it's gone up there, it's all rusted up underneath there, you can see it is. You have a look, turn that round, see, there's your rust. So it's all got rusty underneath there, and then she's just let go and just sheared off when she put her foot on the brake. I mean, it's quite common. So what I've got is I've got it jacked up, wheel taken off, and I didn't, but please put yourself an axle stand underneath there. And what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping I won't have to take the under tray off, and I'm just going to use this like a slide hammer, and hopefully it pulls it out. Now with the height of the car and it's at an angle, I'm hoping all the oil has gone down that side as well, and we'll be able to change this out. So I'll show you how I do it, and a nice easy job to do. Right, okie dokie. First thing we want to do, get the old drive shaft out, hold the back, and take the nut off, and nicely, we don't have to beat the hell out of it. As you can see, this is where the rust has started to get in, and then obviously it's only got half of it and it snapped. So that's at it. So next thing is, what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's have a look, see if you can see. Just have a little look here. There it is. And just down here, it's got a little 12mm socket. I just want to release this just to give it a little bit more room. And that didn't want to come off. The car came from Scotland originally, so that's why we got quite a lot of rust on it. Right, just give us a bit more slack, and we can go for it. Right, next bit is we're going to take the actual main axle to shock absorber off. See that? I'll get there. Right, so they're actually taken off now, and we can just get these two bolts out, and that will remove the hub. Okay, so these are only 19mm, and obviously with the rust and everything, obviously with the rust in it, so she's quite rusty. Take that off there, and then we take them off there. Also, just disconnect the ABS sensor, just to give us a little bit more room when we get it flying around. Okay, so your bolts, you don't have to worry about any sort of camber issues or towing in. It's the these are just bolts, they haven't got concentric, so just tap it out. As you can see, it's just a normal bolt. And then just give the axle a wriggle, and there you have it. She's out. And cool, I'm glad I didn't go for the bottom ball joint. That doesn't look too tasty, does it? But yeah, this one come from Scotland, and it's not helped it at all. Right, let's see if I can do what I was going to do and use that as a slide hammer. Pull it out, and we can pop it back in again, can't we? Okay, let's see if my plan works. So, and guess what? It didn't. Okay, so what you do to get it out, obviously I've pulled the drive shaft out now, which is this bit, and obviously I've left the main shaft in, and the way you get to it, if I can find it, is you get this little pry bar, you can see it, and it goes up underneath there, and then with a slight tap of the hammer, just to break the seal, and look, I ain't got any oil leaking as well. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's what you're trying to crack off. You're trying to crack off that little circlet there. So once you've done that, then we take that out, and then all we do is, with a new one obviously, slide that back in there and put it all back together again. That's not been a bad job at all, really. And there was only, what, 1, 2, 3, there was only about 6 screws holding the under tray on, so you could actually get to it. So they must have thought about it. There's no holding them Japs back, is there? There isn't anything. Anyway, let's get the new one in. As you can see with the new one, it doesn't come with a damper on here, so all the rust don't get underneath there. and mind you, it's very thin for a drive shaft. Just wind this out, and then when you're putting these back in, always make sure that the circlip is at the top, because when you push it in, it'll guide itself in and go in. So we're gonna push it home. Hopefully I find the hole. Hopefully I find the hole. And it's in. And that's all the way home. You heard that nice little click there as it goes in. Right, now what we've got to do, locate the drive shaft back in this hole. Christ. And it fits, so we got her in. And what we got to do is we got to, let's just put the hammer on there. So we've got to put our bolts back now, back into the actual hub. So put the other one back in. Just a little tap back in. Remember, make sure you put your brake, your ABS back in. Don't leave that out, for God's sake. And make sure you put your brake hose back in. And then we'll be laughing. Let's have a quick look on there, see if we can, that's it. So put the old 12mm back in. Don't have to be real tight. When you hear a quick hugger-dugger, that's as close as she's getting. Don't need to be fully tight. Then we've got to put the actual nuts back on the shock absorber. And this this will do tight. And this gun's got enough power for banging what I need these to be tight enough. So what we got to do now is we got to torque this one up, make sure it's in, and then obviously we've got the wheel nuts to put in. So I'll show you how to torque that up. Okie dokie, last of the tightening up here. So it's 181 Newton meters. Let's just put you there. I normally just put her that's generally enough. As I say, 181 Newton meters, and that goes beep. So you're there, and then to finish it off, and always this comes with a nut, and it's got a little cutout here, and all you do is as you can see, just push that in there, and then it can't come loose anymore. So all I've got to do now is put the wheel back on again, put the under tray back on again, and that's job done, and just in time before the rain. And last but not least, we got 110, and we're going to tighten the wheel nuts up. And that one there, do it diagonally. And that's it, folks. Mother-in-law's off me back, and but no, really, she ain't that bad. Trust me. Trust me. So at least she can drive back home now, can't she? Anyway, thanks a lot, Sim, and hopefully it will help someone out. We all have to start somewhere, but hopefully I'll leave it with you. Looks like it's going to absolutely rain now. It was raining just a minute ago, wasn't it? So it looks like it's going to hammer down, so I'm going back indoors. And the missus has just about brought me out a lovely cup of tea. And it's cold, of course it is. Right, everyone have a good day. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps someone out there. So if you get a lost drive on the Jazz, I'd have a look here first, wouldn't you? Okay, cheers, bye.